You know, other than my wife and my family, there's really nothing in my life that I love as much as Star Wars. It's my earliest childhood memories. My mom sitting me down to watch Star Wars. It's been a fundamental part of almost every aspect of my life. Isn't it funny that I wasn't more popular with the girls when I was younger? But yeah, Star Wars is like the biggest thing to me. But there have been few things as disappointing to me as Star Wars and how Disney has approached Star Wars when it comes to their Disney Plus shows. Now, don't get me wrong. You got something like Andor. Best thing Star Wars has ever made since the original trilogy. It was absolutely fantastic and mind-blowing. And then the first episode or the first season or two of Mandalorian were really great too. But we've also had Mandalorian season 3, which is pretty disappointing. We had Book of Boba Fett, which was extremely disappointing. We had Obi-Wan, which ended up disappointing. We had some upsides, but it was also at the end of the day pretty disappointing. But one of the biggest confounding things to me is when they start talking about how they were going to do Star Wars series, right? In my heads, and I'm sure a lot of you guys too, we start thinking of these sweeping, awesome, epic TV dramas, right? That would go 20-something episodes and be an hour long each and all this kind of stuff. Now, obviously, in the world of streaming, none of us expected 20-something episodes, sure. But what have we gotten? Well, even in the good stuff, we've gotten like a short number of episodes, 6, sometimes 7, sometimes 8, stuff like that. But where it's become really disappointing to me is when you get this Star Wars event TV series and it's only going to be, say, like 6 episodes. And you find out the episodes are going to be like 40 minutes, 35 minutes, stuff like that. Well, now we've got Ahsoka, right? Ahsoka is now coming. A show that a couple of years ago, if you had asked me, I would have said I wouldn't be all that interested in, but I've become really interested in this. I love Rosario Dawson playing this role, and I think the marketing for Ahsoka has been nothing short of terrific. I'm actually legit excited to see this show. And if you guys remember, a number of weeks ago, the length of the first episode got revealed, and it made all of us go, whoa, because it was over 50 minutes long. I think it was in the neighborhood of like 54 minutes long or something like that. And we're like, woo, we're going to get proper length episodes. Well, maybe our enthusiasm was a little bit premature, as reports are now coming out that, yeah, the runtimes of Ahsoka, they may not be as great as the first episode runtime may suggest. The headline on Inverse is reading, Ahsoka episode 3 runtime repeats the worst Star Wars TV sin. And I agree. Now, they are quoting a guy here. Let me scroll down to it. Who they point out, this cryptic HD quality was a Twitter dude who actually, complete to the second, accurately put out the runtimes of Mandalorian season 3, like completely accurate down to the second. And that same Twitter account has now put out the following. The runtimes for the first 3 episodes. Okay, there's that 51. I said 54, it was 51. 54 minutes, 21 seconds for episode 1. That's the one we got all excited about. Minus the credits, it's actually 51 minutes and 6 seconds. That's fine. Episode 2 takes like a 12-minute drop to 42 minutes and 15 seconds. 42 minutes isn't great, but it's not bad. But minus the credit roll, the episode's actually 38 and a half minutes. Well, now the runtime for episode 3 has come out, and it's 20 minutes shorter than the debut episode. At 34 minutes and 50 seconds, minus the credits, it's actually a 31 minute and 8 second episode. Now, if this were an 18 episode season, I'd probably be okay with that. But it really kind of irks me. And I know I've heard from a lot of you guys. I know for a lot of fans, we see it all over the place. It's really confounding. Like, these are supposed to be Star Wars event things. And we wait a week for them and we're getting like 30-minute episodes. Now, Mandalorian season 3, it upped its runtime a bit. I think the average runtime of Mandalorian season 3 was, including credits, was somewhere around 41 minutes, right? But let's look at Max for a second. Let's go over to the Warner Brothers side. Max puts out one of their event TV shows, House of the Dragon. All right. How many episodes was that? Was it 8 or 9?
I thought it was, I gotta look. I thought it was like 10, but it was a lot.
Yeah. Look
10.
that up for me, Ray.
It was 10.
It was 10 episodes, right? So they go 10 episodes, nearly double of what Ahsoka's going to be. And their average runtime was 1 hour and 2 minutes per episode. Some were like 54 minutes. Some was like an hour and 12. But, you know, it averaged out to about an hour and 2 minutes per episode. That's what Max's interpretation of a highly anticipated event television thing that we need to mark down on our calendars and be there for. And here's the thing. If it was just the arbitrary runtime that was the issue, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. But I think this philosophy of theirs of really short number of episodes with really short episodes, a short number of episodes with short episodes, it's led to this thing, and Obi-Wan is the perfect example of this, of something that just does not feel like it's right. Right? It's either a movie that's being way overstretched, or it's a show that is super thin, one-dimensional. It doesn't really have time to get into subplots or depth of character or anything like that. And you're robbed of all that richness. You know, I talked about this a lot, but there was an online fan who took Obi-Wan, took all the episodes and completely re-edited it into like a 2.5 hour movie. They moved some scenes around. They took a few things out. They added little things here and there, and they made a 2.5 hour clean, streamlined, crisp movie version. And I'm not going to tell you it's one of the best Star Wars things ever, but it was infinitely better than the series was. And that's what we're getting. We're either getting a overdrawn, stretched out, what should have been probably a movie, or we end up getting a really thin, one-dimensional, no meat to it, no depth to it kind of show where all they have to rely on is, and don't get me wrong, the end of, you know, Mandalorian season 2, when Luke showed up, is amazing. It's one of my favorite TV moments, but that's all they got. There's no real true depth to their shows other than, again, Andor's the outlier here. Because all these shows now have to them is like, make somebody show up that'll get the crowd excited. Look, everybody, Luke is here. And all of us, including me, went, yeah. But that's all they've got. Like, why should I watch Book of Boba Fett? Cad Bane is going to show up. What? Cad Bane is going to be there. But that's all they got. And like, I want to be excited for this Ahsoka show. I am excited for the Ahsoka show, but it damn well better be good. But even then, part of it to me is just like, I'm just excited because I get to see the Rebels crew again. I loved Rebels. I thought Rebels was great. I can't wait to see these guys again. And this time in live action. But I really hate this trend. Again, got all excited when I saw the runtime of the first episode, 54 minutes. I started to feel like, oh, they're finally going to do this right. That dropped to 42. And then that dropped to 34. And look, for all we know, episode 4 is going to be 2 hours long. I mean, probably not, but I'm just saying, we don't know what the episode length of 4, 5, and 6. Maybe episode 3 is going to be the absolute shortest one in the run, and I'm getting kind of concerned over nothing. Maybe. I fully acknowledge that can happen. I hope that's the case, but it does worry me a little bit. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. Signing your life away to a big wireless provider is kind of like being trapped on a roller coaster from hell. Sure, it looks like fun at first. They probably even threw in a free phone, but now you can't get off. Month after month of insane bills and unexpected thrills, like overages and surprise fees. If that sounds like your current big wireless plan, it's time to get off the ride with Mint Mobile. For a limited time, wireless plans from Mint Mobile are just $15 a month. That's unlimited talk, text, and data for just $15 a month. You guys know before I came to Mint Mobile, I was paying triple what I am paying now on the standard big wireless plan, and I will never go back. All plans come with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. To get your new unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped right to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Were you like me? They got all excited when you saw the runtime of the first episode. Now we're looking at from 54 minutes to 34 minutes? 31 minutes minus credits? Does it make you start to get a little bit concerned for the Ahsoka series? I mean, look, all things on the table here. I'm not going to lie. I'm still excited for this show. I'm very much looking forward to it starting. I just hate this trend that they have. How do you feel about it? Maybe you've noticed it. Maybe it's never bothered you at all. That's perfectly fine too. Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. Make sure you like and subscribe, but also we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and find it, the John Campea Show podcast, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your preferred podcasting app.